Welcome once again, everyone. This is Banter. I'm old,
And I'm bald.
and you're very shiny bald tonight. Better lighting. That's what it is.
When you shave it, it's like really satisfying. So I don't know if it does anything, but it's satisfying to take a towel and just go really fast, like, across your head. Even make it shiny.
I'm envisioning that. I've
You're just
never
gonna have
had
to
that.
take my word on that one.
I've never had that problem.
It's not a problem. I don't know why you say problem.
I've never had that experience.
Yeah, you're
Right.
creating a narrative around baldness here.
That's true. I could, what I have done is I've donated to underprivileged folks like yourself.
Hmm. Wow.
Anyway, tonight's episode should be interesting. We thought about this. Who was it? Did somebody give us this idea, or did we just kind of? How did this one pop up?
This idea came from Sierra, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's
Shout
right.
out to Sierra.
Sierra was an awesome suggestion because one day at practice I was pulling all kinds of random things out of my backpack, and she was like,
Very random. You have
"Why do
no
you
idea.
have that?" So
Literally no idea.
So it could be interesting to see what's in there because I haven't. So full disclosure, I have done nothing. I've not put anything new in there since we discussed having it. I haven't taken anything out other than this particular laptop that I'm on. That's the only thing I took out of the bag. Besides that, everything is still intact from that day. So this could get interesting. And I think the way we'll do it, right, is we'll see what you got. We'll see what I've got. This will be fun.
And we'll discuss what we pull out of backpacks that we carry around on a daily basis. And I'm just going to preface this by saying, if you ever wonder, how does the kid who stuffed papers into his backpack all through grade school turn out? You're going to see. He's sitting right there.
There is no doubt about that. If my mom was a guest, she would totally agree with you right there. That I was that kid.
Oh God, it just makes me anxious already thinking about your backpack and how many things are in there that you're going to be like, oh my God, I need this.
we might even find things from when I was in first grade in this bag. Who knows?
It's not even the same bag, but for some reason that stuff
Somehow things just go. Like when you move and you just keep taking things with you, and then you realize that you still have the things that you've had for 10 years that you've never taken out of the box. You're just like, why do I still have this? And then you just keep moving it.
It's not the same at all, but yeah.
Well, you can imagine. So it is my turn to rant, I suppose. So you're gonna get the stopwatch ready?
I am ready. I'm born ready.
Yeah. That's our real job.
You know what? Although you have 5 minutes, I don't want you to worry about the time. I just want you to feel satisfied by the end of this.
I appreciate you because it could take more, it could take less. We don't know. So
yeah, we took a week off, so
here we go. So funny enough, this one came to mind after doing the wishbone at Thanksgiving turkey wishbone thing. So my daughter and I did it, and she won, but I told her what mine was going to be if I had won. So mine was I wished for snow. We haven't seen any snow. Isn't that weird? It's weird because we live in Wisconsin. Last year, we got our first big snowfall on Halloween. And here we are more than a month after, and we still have had no snow to speak of. I think we had like a little flurry day one day. Man, I want some snow. We need to get some, how much better right now, a lot of people throughout the country are in quarantine, in lockdown. Not able to get out, not able to experience joy of playing in the snow, building snow castles, snowmen, snowball fights, sledding, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, think about it, right? You pull up those masks, keep your face warm so it all fits. We need to have that joy released because I feel like a lot of people are really stressed out. And I think the snowfall could really, really help with that. Just one, I'm not saying we got to go through like weeks and weeks and weeks of it, but man, give us like a 20-inch snow dumping just this one time. Let us like get out there and just let loose a little bit because I feel like people need that. So I'm missing out on the snow right now. That's the basis of this rant. Like I know how much I hate having it for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it happens to be in the particular year. But this year, man, it would be nice to actually just get a nice one. Just get a big one, hit us hard, let us enjoy kind of a, and I don't want it to be like a negative 30 degrees outside or anything like that, but I'm talking like, be 25 degrees, not terrible for a winter time, and get a nice dumping of snow and be able to get out and just let loose out there. And everything's closed down anyway as it is. So why don't we just get a big one, get hammered down with some snow, and go out and have some fun and let out some of the aggression that we're probably all feeling right now while being in lockdown under quarantine. So my rant is, Lord, give us some snow. That's all I want.
That's not where I expected you to go at all. Okay, moving on.
I gotta keep you on your toes.
You're surprising me constantly, and it's just, eventually you're going to keep one-upping yourself until it's just not safe for the podcast. So I'll take this.
When I upload this to YouTube and it asks me, is this safe for children? Usually I say yes. We might get to a point where I have to say no.
Well, look, after we do 1,000 episodes, I'm sure that it will get to a point where we're going to have to escalate these rants a little bit because we'll have covered everything.
Yeah, we'll have to restrict who sees that. All right, so show me what's in your bag.
Well, I'll just say this to start out. The reason we're starting with my bag is because my bag is what a bag should actually have in it. It's just normal backpack, right? This is how a normal person's bag looks. If you agree, go ahead, throw it in the comments. Say, hey, bald, super normal guy. Cool, I like his stuff. Great. So we'll start.
Who's gonna say that? I don't know who's gonna
Got
say
the water bottle.
Okay.
Stay hydrated. We got an extra mask. Very important.
Important right now. Yeah.
Got the Old Spice Timber. You never know.
Old Spice.
Because I think we know just walking around that
like
if you have a stressful day, the stress sweat always smells worse than the athletic sweat.
You're not wrong.
Which I would like to know more science on that. Kind of interesting.
Whole nother show.
Whole other show. Pens.
Of course.
Gotta. Headphones.
Yep.
Very old headphones for my very old laptop. Let's see here. Nothing in there. Got my clipboard and I got a folder. That's it.
That's all you have in your bag? Legit, that's all you have?
It. Oh, wait. I have a pair of gloves in here as well.
That's it?
What else would I need?
You're not prepared for anything. You gotta be prepared.
It's like, oh, what? In the event of a very cold day, I'm just gonna dress warm anyway, right? And I'm gonna drive where I'm going, and I have emergency things in my car. It's not like I need to carry an emergency like earthquake kit around with me. We live in Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, here's I'm gonna give a little preface before I go into my bag here. All right, so I'm a head coach who ends up doing a lot of different things. Right, so I kind of get myself, and this might be my own thing, but I get myself mixed in with a lot of different things. I like to kind of make sure that I'm paying attention to every single one of the athletes that are on our team, and I'll bounce from different events, and I'll help out in any way that I can. So sometimes I'll help fix a long jump board, or clean up some area, and I'll throw something in my bag. And so I think I want to be able to go over there and help out that day, and some athletic tape, whatever it happens to be. So that's why I end up with a lot of different things. So that's one particular reason why I end up with
I'm just gonna jump in real quick. There is no reason to have all that stuff on your person all the time. We have multiple closets at our disposal. You have an office in the building.
Yeah. But so what happens is I put things in there, and it's one of those, like, you put it in there, you think you're going to get to that thing next, like I'm going to go right over and I'm going to go do this thing, and then I get pulled over to go do this other thing, and it stays in my bag, and I may sort of push it to the side because it's not a priority. right? Whatever that thing is. So then it keeps getting pushed to the side. And then I forget about it. And it ends up just being, I don't want to call it a hoarding situation, but I have a bit of a situation with my bag that I need to work through.
I think that the viewers can be the judge of whether or not it's a hoarding situation.
So I don't even know where to start because there's a lot of pockets in this bag, and it's a full bag. I mean, this thing probably weighs right now. It's probably 30 pounds.
Probably like 600 pounds or something.
No big deal. 20, 25 pounds, something like that. All right, so I'm gonna start in these side pockets that are typically meant for like a water bottle. Unfortunately, I've not done a good job of keeping a water bottle in there. So Bo is probably watching. She's furious right now.
She's not. She's definitely not watching. I will say that. There's no way. But
she might.
I will say, your hydration for the day typically is you saying, well, I mean, if you include the water that comes in my coffee.
Well, I mean, there's water in this glass. There's usually water. I usually have water when I'm hanging out at my desk.
Yeah, there's some percentage of water in that cup.
Percentage in my day.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So first thing is headphones. We talked about headphones, but actually this isn't headphones. My headphones are my other one. So this is for my watch, my GPS watch. This is my charging thingy. So I have that I carry around. That's important. A coach's watch is important.
I'll give you that.
So within the same pocket happens to be, this is a torn off ring from pole vault. The little rings that are on the pole vault mat. One of them got torn off. One of the buckles, and I took it and put it in my bag. So
and it belongs in your bag because
okay. So the idea was I was gonna sew it back on. Or try to get it put back on the pit. I just haven't gotten to it yet, so it's waiting. It's on. So I'm gonna make a little space next to me because there's a lot of things here.
Yeah, do you need a trash can or something set up?
No. None of this stuff is trash. It all has a purpose at some point. So let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. See if there's anything in there. I don't even know. To be honest, like I said, I haven't really messed with this too much. Nothing in the other side. So there is an empty pocket in this bag.
Wow. So there's room to spare. There's room to add.
Room to spare. All right, we'll check these next small pockets here. I know there's stuff in there. What do we got? Oh, this is a flash drive that has just like random pictures from before I got here. Like cross country. I think they're photos or like videos and stuff that they took to analyze running mechanics and all that of the cross country squad. I think that's all on here. Pretty sure that's what's on this. I need to check it out. I haven't looked at it in a while. I got business cards, but not my business cards. These are business cards from other people I know, like track officials. This is an announcer, Illinois high school official, e-signs. Yeah, you got some business cards. Because
I think I'll just wait a few minutes and I'll lump my comments in together.
I think it's a good idea. So there's another flash drive. This one is interesting. So this used to have some things on it. I don't think it has really anything on it anymore. It's actually, and I'll put it up a little closer to the camera and see. It doesn't really work. It's broken. It's got, see those are chew marks from a dog. So from my dog who just passed away a little while back, he grabbed this one time and then chewed it up, and then it sort of worked, but sort of didn't. But I had some really important files on there that I had to get off, and so I can't even open the thing. I can't pop it's broken.
Very useful.
Very useful. I have a couple of these in here, so I'll just pull this one out. This is just it's a box cutter.
The Jackhawk 9000.
Yes, the Jackhawk 9000 is right here. This thing is actually pretty useful because you never know when you end up needing like a utility tool or a utility knife. I use this a lot more often than you might think. I think that's it for that one side pocket. I'm actually going to start kind of putting stuff back in so that I can.
So yeah, you don't want to lose any of that stuff.
No, I don't.
So I'll just question briefly that first pocket reveal there.
Yeah.
There's not a single item in there outside of maybe the box cutter that you couldn't just keep in your desk. Why do you have the chewed up broken flash drive in there?
Well, I will say I probably need to just try to get what I can get off of that and throw it out. That's probably true. I can go through, and so I do at the end of, well, usually at the end of each year, I do a little spring clean. I go through the bag and I go through my desk too, and I throw things out and shred some papers and all that kind of stuff because I end up doing this. The all important icebreaker mints, because the amount of coffee that I drink, I get coffee breath, so I got to make sure that I have my icebreaker mints.
Important, not quite as important during mask times.
You know, it actually is, because then you're not smelling your own coffee breath. You're not inhaling, you're not rebreathing your own coffee breath. So it's actually been really great for that. Like having those.
Fair enough.
I have lots of pens, lots and lots and lots of, way more pens than I probably need to have. So there's some Sharpies. You've actually used, I think, this Sharpie when we're doing marks on the track the other day.
It's probably close to the end, by the way.
What's that?
That
Oh,
Sharpie is probably close to the end. I would
Yeah.
double check that one. It's probably dead.
Another Sharpie, a couple pens. This is probably going to be one of the more, there's a couple of interesting things. So I have lots of change. I'm not going to pull out the change. There's lots of change that ends up in here. There are all kinds of change. There's all kinds of quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies and stuff. There's a few really interesting things in here. One, I don't know how this actually got in here. This might have just fallen in, is a guitar pick.
Oh, that's for you to casually like be going through your bag and it falls out. It's like, oh, sorry, that's my guitar pick. I play the guitar.
Yeah, you know, this one's for conversation. I don't really know how it actually got in there. It might have literally just fell in there one day. I don't know, when I was playing the house, and I haven't played for a while. It's been a good 2 months since I played. So
you just play the guitar so hard that like picks fly everywhere. So like, yeah, you just never know where they're gonna end up.
Gotta be it. So this is pretty cool. This was from Jess, who's kind of joined us recently. This is one of her designs. So this is a sticker that I had just thrown in my bag one of the last times I was in the office. It's a really cool design here. So with her initials on it. So I thought that was cool. That one was literally, I just had put that in there. Now this is pretty interesting. So there's always some semblance of snacks. So these are fruit snacks.
With fruit snacks still in them? It's a full
yeah,
pack.
yeah, it's full.
Oh.
It's full. But even better, this is the best one. These are chocolates from Germany. So this is our young lady Katya from Germany.
Those are actually Belgian chocolates.
Are these the Belgian ones?
Yeah, I had those. Those are the Belgian ones.
Oh, these are from Bo. These are the ones from Bo. What did I get from? I get something from Germany.
You did.
No, I don't even know. I'm mixing it all.
You got that purple chocolate bar, and I think we just finished that.
That's right. She gave us. So this is actually from Bo then. So I've still got these 2 pieces of chocolate, which I may want to eat these during the show. So I'm going to leave these out.
The red one is my favorite.
Which one?
The red one.
I haven't even had it yet.
Oh, and you're not supposed to chew the brown one. You're just supposed to let it sit.
Is it like a fine wine?
No, yes.
Let it breathe.
You let it breathe, and it's hard. You know, like it doesn't feel hard, but it is hard.
Okay.
You'll understand when you have it.
We haven't even gotten to the big pocket yet. This is all the residual pockets so far.
It's gonna
get better.
It's gonna get worse.
Lots. Well, depends on your perspective. Lots more pens. Pen. I'm not going to pull everything. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to pull out stuff so this is a phone charger thing, right? Samsung. I think that's important to have in your bag. You really don't know.
That'll give you that. I would have too.
I've got a bunch of my own business cards too for when I'm recruiting. So I make sure that I have a stack in here always.
A stack that is not bound by any rubber bands or anything.
But, well, they're in there. Okay. I try to give them a good one that has been smashed, and so that's what I need. That would be a great Christmas
there was
present.
a way to avoid them being smashed.
If you wanted to get me a good Christmas present, you'd get me one of those sleeve thingies for business cards. That keeps them nice.
Or a rubber band.
Well, but a rubber wouldn't help protect the edges.
All right.
Come on.
I think so.
This is really important these days, right? Hand sanitizer. So I've got at least one of those in here. So I don't remember who gave me this. Somebody gave this to me. One of my former athletes at another institution gave this to me because I have a tendency to eat when I'm on the move, short on time between practices or whatever, and I spill things. So I have a Tide pen in my bag. So tell me this isn't important. This can come in handy. Especially if I'm recruiting and I spill something, and then I gotta go talk to a recruit, use the Tide pen real quick, and I'm good.
So I want to backpedal. I think there's a relevant story here. Your hand sanitizer. You told me this story, so if you want to take over. But we always comment to each other when we use hand sanitizer. Is it a vodka hand sanitizer or a tequila hand sanitizer? So your daughter had a comment when she put on some hand sanitizer, right? And she goes, vodka.
Yeah, and people who've watched the show before know me. My daughter is 5, so I don't know if it's good or bad parenting that she knows what vodka smells like.
In that context, it is what it is. But I'm imagining her being at school and like going up to the teacher's desk, hitting the hand sanitizer, like
vodka kind.
Vodka.
Yeah, probably need to be careful about that. This one will perplex you and make you go, why in the world? This is probably going to be one of the most ridiculous ones you'll see. Actually, it's not, because I know there's another one in here that's pretty ridiculous. This is a cable splitter, for like, so I brought that TV into the office, that little one, which has yet to be turned on.
Yeah.
I thought we had cable, and we don't have cable in the office. So I brought this in. I was going to split to go to the TV, right? And we don't have it, so I have no need for this. So this I will leave out of my bag because there's no reason whatsoever that should be in there.
Wow. That's where you draw the line now. Okay, now I know.
It's a moment. So I got another knife. I got another one of these. This one's kind of shiny, a little nicer.
Mine too.
Put this in the side pocket so that it's with the other one. And if you want one, I give you one of these. It's got a little belt clip.
I carry a box opener on my keys already.
Well, there you go. You're already set. Lots of pens and lots and lots and lots of pens. Ridiculous amount of pens. More snacks, more fruit snacks. Ooh, there is a rubber band in here, so I guess I could use that for. Look at that.
Huh. Problem
solved. Right now. We're in the middle of the show. I'm not gonna do that right now. Some cough drops.
That would just be so disorganized of us.
Yeah, we stay pretty organized in this show.
Really?
That's about it. That's in that pocket. Throw some of this stuff back in here. Get that out of the way. Let's move on to the big one. All right. So this is where it gets real interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up.
I have a little kid's coloring and sticker book. So, you know how they talk about what's your mom have in her purse? Your mom has everything in her purse. This is the same concept because this is what his dad have in his backpack, right? So just in case I need to calm her down or she needs to have something constructive to do, I have a coloring book for her.
That one is what you're just like, actually, this one's mine.
This is actually my coloring book.
This one is mine.
In case I get bored, I don't want to play on my phone. Right here.
Yeah, some of the lines are really narrow. It's tricky.
This one?
Yeah. Why? I've seen those in your bag. I've seen them like fall out as you were taking something out. And that is an item that I'm just like, yeah, you need copper brushes.
So we found, so here's the story. There's a story behind everything that's in here. We found that cart out in the garage, or I found that cart out in the garage and brought it inside that we can utilize to move the pole vault mats, pole vault pits. It's kind of rusty, chipping paint on it, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to clean that up. I wanted to scrub that out, use some, what is it? What are you supposed to use? Ammonia on it. Let that soak and then you scrub it out. So I brought these to do that. So this is another example of one of those projects that I planned to do, got distracted and never got to it. And I will get to it this winter break when everybody's gone. I'm going to go in there and scrub that thing out. So I'm going to keep it in my bag because I need to use that. So,
Another
again,
item where you could very well keep them in your office and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. Go grab them.
So there's I don't know where the other glove is, but this is a work glove. So we did some work out on the cross country course, a work glove in there. I think the other one's in there. There are some other gloves in here though. Like I've got like running gloves. I've always got some sort of running clothes in here. So I got some running pants. Oh, there's the other glove. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Running pants. Some of these new shirts that we got. Long sleeve shirt. It's going to continue to get interesting here. Socks, I got some running. So I end up having some semblance of running clothes just in case, I need to be able to get out there. I do have a water bottle. It's empty though, and it's a Dasani.
And I'm almost willing to bet you're going to put that back in your bag when this is over.
I'm going to put it on the side and I can refill it. I'll look out for the environment. So this is my one. I have a couple of old man products in here. So one is BioFreeze, right? So good for the muscles, right?
For the back, because you're carrying around 25-pound backpack every day. That probably does a number on your
so I have had back,
area.
Ironically, I've had back problems in my past, and that's why this is in my bag for my back. Old. This is also related to my back, but I also like to bounce this around quite a bit when I'm walking around in practice and stuff. So this is just a lacrosse ball, and it's green. Of course, you got to make green choices. What do we got here? Oh, some ABBs. I got an ABB in here.
Oh, okay. I have no criticism on that. Everyone knows you got to have some ABBs on hand all the time.
I knew you would not complain about the ABB. Let's see. Ooh, again, another back-related thing. I have a portable stem machine in here.
You just always have that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I bought it this summer. This thing's fantastic, man. It works just as well as the ones they have in the training room. It's great. So if you ever need that, I've got that. See, I've got there's some stuff in here that's really important. Get another old man thing. Who would have that normally? I think there's some actual coaching things in here somewhere too. Yeah, this is our wicket chart, right? This is Vince Anderson's wicket chart. Here, got that. This should be in my binder, which I don't have with me right now.
Of all the things to not be in there, your binder.
Notebook, just random notes that I take throughout the day. GLIAC indoor track and field championships schedule and thing that you carry around or whatever.
Yeah, how many months ago was that one again?
Like 9 months. It's the last track meet we had.
Helpful.
I got a card. Look at that. I got a card from. This is from Bo's parents. I got a card from Bo's parents that's still in here. It's a really nice card.
It's kind of like getting it all over again.
It is. Headphones. Got the Beats headphones in there. That one's always good. I need to keep that one out because I use that. I'll actually use that. I have a grocery bag. So I put this in there specifically to use as a trash bag in my truck for when my truck one empties out. So I got to have this to replace it. I know I could just take one out of because we have a whole bunch of those, but I just don't.
And it goes right back in.
Of course. I've got a couple masks, of course, a few of those that my mom made this one. What else? Oh, batons, track coach. We'll do some track coach things. I got at least 2 of these. I'm gonna make some space here. I'm running out of room on my desk.
Yeah, it's a little funny actually watching you pull things out because in a 2D perspective, it looks like that many things should not be able to fit into that bag.
It's like a
You're
clown
like
car.
a magician pulling things out of his hat
Like out of the
constantly.
Rabbit out of the hat. Just things just keep coming out. Tape measure. This is just more of a convenience thing because we have plenty of tape measures on the track. But if we want to do something on the outdoor track, indoor track, I don't have to like go back to the closet. I think that's what I do with a lot of this stuff is I don't have to go back to the closet and keep going back and forth to grab stuff. I'll just have stuff that I know I use pretty frequently in my bag. So this one, and this is actually one of our, I think this is one of the nicer ones. Carly's probably going to be like, where the heck is that thing? I have lots of stopwatches. I got lots of stopwatches. Of course, the good luck one, the lucky one, right, that I don't let anybody use. Very special occasions, I'll let people use it. You've used it once or twice.
I've used it a number of times at big meets. I will use that watch.
This is the one thing that I have with me always. Every track meet, I will have this watch. So if you ever see me walking around, it's rare that you see me with if I'll have the black one or one of the black ones if I'm timing multiple races. But this one's always with me. I bought this one myself, and then I dropped it. And it still functions just fine, but I put the thing back on it and then it cracked again. And it still takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Wow. Wow. Well done.
Thanks. Pace chart, got a pace chart. Right, this one unfolds because I fold it up, put it in my pocket when we're doing tempo runs and stuff like that. That one's useful. So we've got a few coaching things in here. Another set of headphones. Actually, there's no headphones. I don't know why that's in there. It doesn't even have any headphones in it anymore.
Empty headphone case just in case other headphones get lost in the backpack and the headphone case falls out.
Of course. Blue Sharpie. The blue Sharpie in there.
Yeah, useful.
Much as I have green stuff, blue is my favorite color, just so you know. Tape. So I always have some sort of athletic tape for wrapping pole vault poles or putting down marks for jumps or whatever else. Got that. Some carabiners. This is also for pits, right? We're putting pits together. I always have a few extra in case we lose some. I got to put them back on there, whatever. Replacements. Got that. We're getting close.
You just never know.
That's why a lot of the stuff is in here because you never know. That might be about it. What else do I got in here? That's it. We're done. Look at that.
You know what? I'm gonna make this overarching comment about your bag. In general, I
Don't
don't
put my stuff back while you're talking. It's not that I'm not paying attention. I just put all this stuff back.
I mean, yeah, you can't lose any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I will say that it's not about what you have in your bag, because I can justify everything that you have in your bag. It makes sense to have all that stuff. The bigger thing is, could we organize it a little more? Like help me help you here. Do you need another folder? Can we just put the papers in a folder maybe? Or
that's just one glove. I don't even know where the match to this glove is.
But you need to keep the one glove in the backpack just in case you find the match.
Well, I think that's why it's in there is, I bet you the other glove is in my office somewhere. Just don't know. So that's what's in my bag. Lots of stuff in there. Sometimes there's snacks. There's usually a workout binder, that kind of thing. It just depends. But that stuff that I pulled, most of that stuff is almost always in there. It's like my utility belt, right? You have your utility belt on, make sure that you got what you need. Not a fanny pack, utility belt.
Right, obviously. You say instead of to the bat cave, you say to the bat pack. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. Usually if somebody like on the team is like, hey coach, or if I notice they forgot their gloves or their hat or something like that, or they forgot tape, I'd be like, I got it in my bag. Don't worry. I'll pull that out.
I think that your bag will evolve over time. And we call you old now. But moving forward, you're going to be like the old coach who's just like, he's got a chair in his bag and he just whips it out, sits down, and he goes, boy, I tell you, that was one of the best dang workouts I've ever seen. And then you pull out a hard candy and you're like, here you go, kid, and hand out butterscotch candies to everybody.
I'm probably not far away from, because you know that now at practice, I have strategically positioned chairs at the field event areas that are all over the field house. I'm sure Craig Becker is going, where in the hell, who's putting all these chairs everywhere? Because I've got kind of chairs a little bit of everywhere. So I'm already getting to that point, feel like. I need one of those ones that is really small. You can fold up really small, right? You can sit on.
A little tripod one. Yeah.
Yeah, little tripod ones.
I've got one of those in my trunk.
You one of those, get an umbrella, get the little go to outdoor track with the sunscreen on my nose right here. And
the chair of those that I have is actually from the 2017 NCAA track and field championships, the indoor championships. The person who lived in this apartment for me, Mondo, qualified. That was one of his national gifts, was that chair. And he left it in the storage locker here when he moved out. So now I have it with me most of the time.
Perfect. I need that. I need another gift. Another gift. Anybody wants to
I have that. You know, I have the other chair. You've used one of the chairs that's in the trunk of my car.
I have. That was a fantastic lawn chair. That's probably older than you.
Easily.
Probably pretty close to me age-wise.
You know, I'll say that your bag is similar to my trunk. Like, the seats in my car are clear, you know? But if you were to open the trunk, you'd be like, does he live here?
Well, you know, and that makes sense. I think if a lot of people, that seems to be the case, is they have a lot of stuff. I mean, I have a lot of stuff in the back end of my truck, or I usually do. I don't have a lot now because
it's really not. It's not that much. It really isn't.
It's usually tracks up. I got cones in there. It's usually always cones in there and other random wickets and stuff like that. It's a track coach's truck, so there ends up being all kinds of, and then my kids' stuff. So like random DVDs hanging out, or Blu-rays, or whatever they watch these days. It isn't DVDs anymore. It's Blu-rays. Actually, it's not even that anymore, right?
Got a bunch of talkies that they play in the back seat of the car.
Yeah, playing with their 8 tracks. Yeah, so that's my bag, baby.
Well, so follow-up question now. I've been in your house. I know it does not look like the inside of your backpack.
Oh, you haven't been in here lately? Holy cow.
Well, I mean, we've been in quarantine, so there's a difference a little bit. But like, is your wife very neat then? And she's just
much neater than I am.
Not, yeah.
She's much more organized than I am. So, yeah.
Because I imagine that you would be, if you were a bachelor, you might be a hoarder in your entire house.
It's very possible. I keep things that you probably don't need to keep. I don't know that I'm a hoarder, because I do throw things out too, but there's just things that I don't need to have that I have. And so then we get into this argument all the time about how I ask for something, like if I lose my gloves or my hat or whatever, have you seen my hat? And she's like, well, is it in the place where you should be leaving it every time? And no, it's not. I mean, I have hats in here. I got a few in here. I got a few on my dresser. I got a few on my freezer. There's a few in the basement, and they're just everywhere. So
hats do get strewn about. Yep, my hats get strewn about as well. I actually have a sword with coat hooks on it that was given to me for Christmas one year. It is a real antique sword that someone mounted coat hooks into, and it hangs on my wall, and that's where I keep my hats.
I like that idea. And you probably have a lot of hats.
I do. You probably need a sword. That's what you need.
I would love a sword. Again, another Christmas gift. This is fantastic. I got a whole list now. I got a list for Santa.
There you go.
So pretty good show. I found it interesting.
You know what?
Even looking in my own bag.
That's a short and sweet welcome back. You know, Right there, people.
Right.
And now you're going to be getting more action every week. We're going to be back on the regular schedule, and
Yep.
I think we're going to have a guest next week.
Yeah, we haven't discussed a lot about that or what the next topic necessarily will be, but we do need to get a guest back on. I think we need to get a little more regular with that.
No matter what we talk about, we will have a guest.
No doubt. And we are getting really close. No doubt. We're getting really close to 200 views. I think we're about 40 or so shy of hitting that magical 200 and doing our Star Wars episode. So I'm excited for that one. And that one we may do a live one for that. Well, I think that's been one of the conversations. We'll definitely have a guest for that one, or a couple of guests. We might do a few guests, do a little roundtable deal.
That one could be A, live, and B, extra long.
Yeah. That'll definitely happen. Thank you, everybody, for watching this week's episode. Again, this has been Banter. I'm Old.
And I'm Bald.
Have a great night.